everyone, I'm Edyta Sitar from Laundry Basket Quilts. Welcome to Quilting Window. I am so thrilled you took the time to quilt with me today. We are having so much fun with our quilt along. I am so thankful to you. You are just making the most beautiful blocks, reaching out to me, supporting me through this tough time by telling me your wonderful story, how awesome this is for you. I feel it the same way. I'm making my blocks too, and I can't wait for you to see the whole quilt. So we are doing block number 7 today. It's so exciting. This block is made from 2 lights and a pink fabric, and the pink fabric in this block is one of my favorite fabric from Super Bloom. It's this big print. It is just beautiful. So let's see what we needed. We're gonna need 4 half square triangle in light, and let's refresh. Half square triangles are cut from a square once diagonally. You want this bias edge to be on the inside of your block. Please remember that. We have been working on this, placing our bias edges in the right places. Now, the next piece right here is also half square triangle, and this one is cut from a 3-inch square. Let me double check. Yes, I was right. It's 3-inch. See, when you're making all these blocks, you're gonna remember all the measurements. You don't even have to look back at it. Oh, I have a feeling all of you gonna be a pro in making 4 patches, half square triangle, quarter square triangle. So excited for you. So pink half square triangle. Again, we're gonna take a square, 3-inch by 3-inch, cut it once diagonally for 2 half square triangles, and we need 4 of them total for 1 block. And just to go back on it, all the measurements, everything that you needed for this mystery quilt alone can be found on our website at laundrybasketquilts.com. So www.laundrybasketquilts.com, and you just click blog, and this is free to everyone. You just come in, download the PDFs with all the measurements, or you can look at on your cute little iPad and then cut your blocks. And every day I'm posting free patterns. And those patterns we're making multiple times. We're making our blocks. And if you're joining us just now, do not worry. Just go back, see where the blocks were made, download those PDFs for you. And I just want to tell you guys, after we are done with this mystery quilt, I'm gonna take all those recipes off my blog. So if you just watching but planning to make your quilt later, make sure you save your PDFs, save it on your computer, so that way you have those measurements and you're not emailing me about it 12 o'clock at night, or 2 in the morning. I will be sleeping and resting after this wonderful event. So make sure you save those PDFs for yourself. I'm excited for you to do this. Maybe later on we're gonna have a pattern that will come out with the whole quilt, but for now, one day at a time. You know what I'm talking about, and 1 block at a time. So come on, let's do this. We need 4 light half square triangle, 4 pink half square triangle, and we're gonna need a beautiful square for the center, 3.5 by 3.5. Just wonderful. Cut it, ready, set, go. We're gonna start by sewing our pink half square triangle to the center, and I usually push the opposite side to the side, and I'm gonna go ahead, grab it, and place this right sides together. You want to center this half square triangle onto your square. The easiest way to do it is by folding this. Just make a little tiny crease, take your triangle, fold it, crease it, and then you can match crease to crease just like this, and it gives you the idea how much overlap right here, how much the bunny ears will stick out on each side. You're gonna grab a pin, pin it in place, do the same thing on this side. This time I already got an idea how much, so I don't even need to crease it. Center it up beautifully, pin it, sew. As soon as you finish sewing those 2 beautiful half square triangles, I'm gonna ask you to please push the seam allowance towards the light square. And I tell you what, everything that I'm doing in quilting, I explain to you why I do it. And if you want to do it differently, that's okay. You just have the most wonderful time in your sewing room. So if you want to open your seams, I love that. You can do this. I'm just telling you how I do it and why I did it the way I did. So many times I do open my seams or I push it towards dark. This time I'm pushing towards light. I'm going to explain it to you in just a moment why. So I'm going to take my next half square triangles, place them right sides together, center it up, make sure it overlaps, grab your beautiful pin, pin it in place just like this, zoom, 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 and do the same thing on this side, and in no time you're gonna have a little square in a square. That's the name of our block, square in a square. So we have that first square in a square, but notice we talk about those seam allowances. I want to show you the second seam allowance I did push towards the pink. Why did I do this? Number one, because I can now see the stitches and I see where the point of my square is right here. So when I have to sew my next piece, I can follow with this line and I can be right on that X marks the spot, so I don't lose a point on my square. Also, I noticed that if I push this seam allowance towards pink, the first one towards the light, right here, it was not as bulky. When I did this, now feel it on yours, it feels a little bit bulky. So I like to do it this way. First thing I'm gonna do, a housekeeping. With a pair of scissors, I'm gonna clip those cute little bunny ears, just like this, and I'm gonna repeat it on the other side as well. Let me do it. Clip, clip. Those scissors are just gingham scissors. I love them. They're easy to use. I keep them really close to me. You can get them in any of your local quilting stores or in a Joann Fabric. They're wonderful little gingham scissors. We also have them on our website. So since we can't go out and shop and visit with each other, you can order them from our website. Now I'm gonna grab my ruler, and remember our favorite 6.5. This is gonna be perfect. I'm gonna go ahead, place my ruler over this unit, and I need to trim it to make sure that it's exactly 4 3/4 by 4 3/4. And yes, I will also place those measurements on our website, on our blog, because every time I finish a unit, I square it up. That's something I started long time ago, and a lot of girls ask me, oh, your quilts look so nice. What is that magic? What do you do? I don't do too much. I just square my blocks up, because guess what? When I sew and I make a mistake, or I pull or push that fabric or stretch something, by squaring it up, I'm making a really nice even block for me to sew the next piece right onto it. Look at this, how nice it looks. So now the next step, we will be taking this beautiful half square triangles of a light, placing them right over, remember, centered up, pin, pin, and I like to sew from this side because I can see it. Remember, X marks the spot. So on this side, zoom, zoom, zoom. In no time, you're gonna have those sewn together. I'm gonna push that seam allowance towards the light. I know you don't want to do it, but it just feels better if you push it this way. It builds up a lot of bulk right here, so pushing it towards that light, it's gonna work just wonderful. Then you're gonna go ahead, add left and a right half square triangles, just like we did it previously. Centered up, nice pin, pin, pin. So again, I would have been sewing from this side, watching it, and look at this. This is great that I flipped this block over. I opened this seam just to show you that yes, if you want it, you can open your seams. I prefer to push them in opposite direction. It gives me a really nice transition, and I hope you're gonna follow that. But you know, sometimes if you want to try something new, one block, you can push the seams the way I ask you. The next block, push the seams the way you think you should do it. And let's see if it maybe works better. If it does, please let me know, because I myself love to learn. And now since we are home a little bit more, guess what? It's a perfect time to learn things. I love learning all the different wonderful things, including new recipes and cooking and all this fun stuff. So right there, we just finished our block. I'm gonna flip it to the back so you can see it. Seam allowances in opposite direction, just like I told you that I did. Now what we're gonna do? Square up the block with our handy dandy low ruler. We're gonna place it right over, grab our rotary square, rotate our board. This is wonderful. And guess what? All that you need to do is repeat it 7 more times. We need 8 blocks 7 for our quilt. 8 blocks 7. You are gonna love what it's gonna happen when you add this cute little pink block into your quilt. I'm so excited for you. I have enjoyed so much stitching and playing with you guys. Please keep posting pictures on our Instagram and Facebook. We are so thrilled to see your progress, and I am so happy and excited for you to soon have a beautiful quilt. So happy quilting. Make sure you visit Laundry Basket Quilts for all the details. When you're posting pictures, hashtag MysteryQuilt100. And I look forward to see you tomorrow. Block number 8. And guess what? We are more than halfway through it with block number 8. So 15 different blocks designed. So tomorrow we are over the hump. I can't wait to see your blocks, and I'm so super excited for you. Happy quilting!